So what have the EU done for us in the last 21 years?
So, first of all, I would like to mention and highlight that the EU membership is much more important than the EU funds which are available for the member states and, for example, for Hungary and for the Hungarian people. So it is much more, first of all, than just money. For example, for the single market is the most important element which contributes to the, for example, to the GDP of the country, and so to the income of the people and of the households. And at the same time, the EU funds are very important for most of us in the country. And just to give you an example, in the last 21 years, almost 100 billion euros were provided for Hungary through the EU funds.
What kind of projects and what kind of funds are still open, because the European Commission banned some of them because of the Hungarian government?
Yes, indeed. So the access of Hungary to many of EU funds are suspended, indeed. At the same time, I would say that this is not a final decision. So I personally really hope that in the coming months and years, decisions will be made, which will ensure that a full access will be provided for Hungary to these EU funds. Regarding the type of projects and EU funds, I would mention that traditionally agricultural funds and funds which provide money for cohesion are the most important in the EU and also for Hungary. At the same time, in these years and in the future, new initiatives will be more and more important, such as those related to the migration or climate change or support of innovation.
When can the universities who change their structure style rejoin again the Erasmus program?
That's the question I would be happy to be able to answer. At the same time, I cannot tell you an exact date. First of all, I shall and I should mention that many type of Erasmus funds are still available for Hungarian people, and also for a few students, not few, many of students studying at a few universities. But it's true that for more than 20 universities, for students and professors, Erasmus is not available for the time being. The negotiations between the Hungarian government and the European Commission and the EU are ongoing, and we really hope that in a few months' time the issues will be solved and students and professors will be able to benefit from this type of EU fund again.
Can you tell some more about the impact of the European Union on the integration of the Roma population?
So indeed, this is an issue which is in the forefront of the European Union. I would also mention that in the previous, not the current, but the previous in the course of the previous presidency of Hungary, it became one of the top topics of the EU, and I think the European Union is the international organization which did the most, I think, in the region and in Hungary as well, for the Roma population, for their integration. And just to give you a number, that in the course of in the form of the FETE project, more than 150 billion Hungarian forints is provided for the complex actions, which also provide substantial support for the Roma population.
Thank you.